big hello to you. Hope you are well. I'm feeling quite enthusiastic about today's topic as it is near to my heart. Hello once again. The way I said a big hello to you, was that big at all? I also told that I was feeling enthusiastic about today's topic. Did you see a bit of enthusiasm on my face? No. This is a proven fact that our body speaks even before we open up our lips. My introduction was devoid of required enthusiasm, proper expressions and effective body language. Today's video is all about magic of body language. Be with me till end to be an illustrious, confident public speaker. I'm a media educator and a communication expert. I have trained more than 15,000 professionals, government officers and students in last 15 years. Still my live online public speaking classes are on, but it has limited seats. That's why I'm here on YouTube. This is my extended class. Thank you very much for being here. Be your better version with Dr. Vishnupriya Pandey. In my last video, I have already explained that only 7%, yes, only 7% meaning of our conversation can be conveyed through our words. 38% meaning can be conveyed through our pauses, modulation and intonation. Rest 55% can be conveyed through our postures, gestures, our expressions and our overall flow of the body. This video is all about the rest 55%. If you want to know how modulation, intonation and pauses work, watch my previous video. I have already given link in the description box. Now directly come to today's topic. If someone attacks you, what kind of body language you have? What kind of body movement you have? Imagine. Isn't it right? It means you are shrinking your body. Whenever someone attacks you, you contract your body to save yourself. So whenever you are having shrinking posture, whenever your shoulders are, contracted, whenever your hands are closed, whenever your hands are in your pocket, whenever you are having closed body movement, you look less confident and you look defensive. So here my suggestion is to expand your body, take your space. You deserve some space in this world. Take your space. Feel confident. Your body posture should be fiery, should be elevated. Now come to the most expressive organ of your body. Yes, you guessed right. I'm talking about your eyes. You must have heard several times in your life to establish proper eye contact whenever you are talking to someone. Isn't it right? What does it mean? What exactly you have to do? Do you have to directly look into the eyes of your audience? For how long you have to look into the eyes of your audience or your receiver? Think over it. I'm having solution for this. According to researches, you have to look into the eyes of your receiver 80% of your conversation. Means this ratio should be 80-20. 20% you can look here and there, and 80% you have to look into the eyes of your audience. Here you have to take care of two things. You need to establish a connection with your audience, with your receiver. At the same time, you need to establish a connection with yourself, with your own thoughts, with your own ideas. And this connection should be visible to your audience. It is very much required. So the whole idea is that you have to look into the eyes of your audience or your receiver directly for 8 to 10 seconds. Then you have to look away and then again you have to reconnect. Sometimes my students ask that it looks odd to look into the eyes of the receiver or the audience directly. I'm having solution for this. You can look into both the eyes one by one, or you can look at the tip of the nose. You can also look at the bridge of the nose. But these tips are only useful in one-to-one conversation. If you want to make your group communication effective, you have to change the way you establish your eye contact. You have to look into the eyes of each and every member of the group. You can move your eyes from right to left or from left to right. Whenever you are talking to a huge audience, you have to divide your audience into different areas, and then you have to look at every area one by one. This way, you will make your audience feel that you are looking at everyone. Now, the golden rule is that you don't need to gaze. You have to maintain a gentle eye contact with your audience, with your receiver. You have to show warmth through your eyes. And here is your smile to add value to it. Now come to the listening part. As a listener, you have to look into the eyes of your speaker continuously. Here you don't have to follow 80-20 rule. Biologically, you listen to someone with the help of your ears, but psychologically, you listen to someone with the help of your eyes. So you have to look at your speaker continuously to show that you are listening to him or her. Don't you feel uncomfortable when you are talking to someone and that person is looking at mobile? Don't you tell him or her to look at you because you don't feel that he or she is listening to you? Yes, it proves that we want people to look at us to make us feel that they are listening to us. While listening, you can squint, you can dilate your pupil, you can flash your eyebrows, you can scowl. If you find these tips useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do comment to make me feel special because only you can do this. Wait for my next video which will disclose all the secrets related to your facial, macro and micro expressions and your hand gestures. Till then, keep enjoying every moment of your life.